was Sex With Myself, the title track off of the sophomore release from Jordy, and I couldn't be more excited to have someone in studio who I'm a fan of, and also someone who almost made me drive my car off Mulholland this morning because I was listening to his music, and I was like, man, you are dictating my life. Holy shit.
I'm really glad you're here and alive and safe.
Same. I'm glad I made it past release day. So that's all that matters. So congratulations on the sophomore release. Officially dropped last Friday, the 14th. And the music is incredible. It is a hot boy summer for Jordy, I feel like.
Oh my God, yeah.
Just listening to the music, I was like, I can't wait to go to a club.
Yes.
I don't even like clubs, and it made me want to go to a club.
That's like kind of the reason I made, well, not the reason, but one of the reasons I made the project, because I also don't go to the clubs, but I wanted to like fantasize about being at the clubs. So I made these songs.
Hell yeah. With finding yourself with a album like this, and just like kind of, I would say like your last few years have really been public because of how honest your lyrics are. So now coming into this, was this very therapeutic to write a record like this?
Oh, for sure. Very like liberating, I'd say. I feel like, I've always wanted to be really honest when it comes to like the stories I'm telling and like my lyrics, and being vulnerable has always been something I've been like comfortable with. But I think diving into this project, it was a little scarier, honestly, just because it was definitely more of a shift. So I feel like as I was making the songs, I was like, this is different. This is a little different. We're getting into some different territory, but I'm so happy I did it, because now I just feel like the door is open to like endless possibilities and like what I can create and what I want to create. So I think that's really exciting.
That's awesome. And finding your voice throughout the lyrics and everything, I could imagine was a little bit of a process too. And being how honest your lyrics are, dude, I don't hear lyrics that are that honest and that catchy in the same breath. So what came first for you while writing the album? Or maybe it's different for every process, but every meaningful song you have, like, I mean, Just Friends is definitely one that I really gravitated towards. Yeah. And I'm like, how is this so honest but so catchy? Oh. I wish it was less catchy, so I stopped singing these lyrics that make me want to drive my car off Mulholland right now.
That's so funny. Yeah, each song is different for sure. I feel like for these songs, I pretty much came into every session with like a concept or like a title, like a theme, and I'm really, really lucky to work with like incredibly talented writers and producers, and like it's just been such a collaborative and beautiful process. But yeah, it really changes per song. Like sometimes like I'll have a concept and then I'll get like a melody map of the song and then I'll fill it in with lyrics, or like there's a lyric that comes first and then I work the melody around that. It kind of changes, but melodies typically to me come first and like more naturally. And then I'll scribble things on a Google Doc and my co-writers will, help me out. And yeah, that's kind of like the process usually.
Hell yeah. Now, who'd you work on this record with?
I worked on it with so many friends. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, I could name all of them, but like, one of the producers, Johnny Shore, and writers, he did the song Cruise, and he also like, he produced my very first song that I ever put out in 2018. So he's like been by my side throughout all of the ups and downs of this journey. And Colin Foote, Alex Burrell are a production duo that I did Second Minute Hour and Sex With Myself with. Parents Athona wrote those with me as well. My good friends Austin, Kate the Dreamer, Drew Polovic, Alex Delicata, Luke Molman. Am I missing anyone else? Austin, I said that. Oh, and Matt Is Not Famous. He's a producer that's been doing a lot of stuff with me lately, and he's so amazing. So yeah, I have a great crew. I'm so grateful for them.
That's awesome. And something that I heard in an interview with Bailey Zimmerman during Stagecoach, and I feel like this might relate to you too, is just the fact that you're able to collaborate with your friends to make an even bigger message. I'm paraphrasing what Bailey said, but it was the first time I ever heard an artist say it's amazing to write with co-writers. So talk about that a little bit, being how collaborative this effort was.
I love like writing with other people. Like there are, obviously artists out there who do everything themselves, and like that's their process, and I love those artists. For me, like I just love the energy that it brings to a room when you have like people around you. It feels almost like safer to me. Like I have people to like just be like, yeah, that's fucking cool, or like let's switch that around a little bit, like I want the song to be the best it can possibly be. Like in sessions, like I feel like it's so important for like all egos to be like put to the side. Like if someone else in the room has like the best ideas for the song, like I'm taking those ideas. Like
Yeah.
I want the song to be the best. Sometimes there are songs where I walk in and like I just like have this idea and I'm running with it, and then like it ends up being more like from me, and like the co-writers are just there to kind of like validate, and to me that's equally as important. But yeah, collaboration is so special to me and so important to my process. And yeah, when it's friends, it's like so beautiful. Like some of my best friends, you know, I worked on this project with, and like there's nothing like, you know, hanging out with your friends and then making an amazing song together. It's amazing. But then also some people I worked with for the first time on this project too, which was also a very cool experience as well. So I love that.
Hell yeah. And now with the record being out for a week now, have to beg to ask the question, when am I going to see this live? Where am I going to see this live? How am I going to see this live?
Oh my God, you can so see it live. It's happening. It's literally happening. I'm doing a headline tour in the fall. We're hitting 15 cities, including Austin City Limits, which I'm really pumped about. It's the Sex with Myself tour. You can expect all of the songs off the project, maybe some new songs that will be released before then potentially.
Ooh.
And, you know, all of the older hits too that people have grown to love over the years. So yeah, you can expect it all, but it's going to be super fun.
I love that. And I know the interview was to promote Sex with Myself, but let's run that back a little bit. You said something about some new songs that might be released before then. We got someone who's ambitious.
I am. I mean, it's a smaller project. It's 7 songs. And like, I don't know. I just like, I feel really motivated. I just don't want to stop. I feel like I'm like juiced. I'm just like ready to go. And obviously there's like a million other songs that I've written during this process that I want the world to hear. So, you know, we'll definitely see, you know, maybe an extended version, a part 2. Deluxe, where we'll see what it turns out being, but I'm excited.
Amazing. That's huge. I can't wait to hear more songs from you.
Thank you.
So now you said you dropped your first song in 2018. That's not a lot of time. You are still a very young artist.
Yeah.
And you have 3 releases under your belt now.
Yeah.
So talk about what's next and what you see the future of Jordy being now that you have 3 releases. You're kind of a seasoned vet, but you're still so early on in your career. And playing Austin City Limits, obviously a huge honor.
Yeah.
Headline tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my goal is always to continue growing. Like I have so many aspirations. I have so many goals. But I'm also working really hard on this thing called like living in the present, because that's hard for me sometimes. And like, I feel like there's so many like victories that come my way, and I'm like thinking about like, okay, what's next? It like limits me from like being able to celebrate those victories. So like right now, like I'm like, this album is out. I'm so proud of it. I want to promote it and like work on getting more and more people hearing it. But yeah, there's always more music coming. We have the tour in the fall. And, you know, the idea is that with each song I put out, it's like in project, it's another step forward, you know, and it's cool to see so many queer artists like killing it right now and like just doing their thing so authentically. It like gives me so much motivation. And yeah, I feel really grateful to be a part of such a cool community of people and artists. But yeah, we're always trying to grow. That's the goal for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, I can't wait to see you grow, and I can't wait to see you headlining everywhere, like literally everywhere. I know you're headlining 15 cities, but you know what? There's a lot more cities than 15.
I agree. Yeah. No, hopefully the world tour is coming at some point. You know, we're getting there.
Hell yeah. Well, I love it. Jordy, it was an honor to meet you today. Congratulations again on Sex with Myself. How can everyone keep up with you? What's the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, TikTok, Spotify?
Yes. On any streaming platform, I'm Jordy. All caps. You'll find me there. Instagram, Jordy Music, Twitter, Jordy Music, TikTok, I am Jordy. And yeah, I'm always checking my DMs, so send me a message if you hear a song on the project that you liked. I would love to know this.
Hell yeah. Definitely tell Jordy which song you like the most. And unfortunately, this is radio, so we don't have a lot of time to get to those messages. So Jordy, I want to know what song was your favorite off of Sex with Myself, and I want to play it for everyone right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so many favorites. It can't be Sex with Myself, I guess, because we already played that one. Yep. I mean, every song is my favorite. I'd say a really fun one is, I'd say like Nice Things. That song on the project like went crazy on the internet, and it was kind of unexpected, but it's a catchy beat. It's kind of my version of a diss track, and people seem to really like it, so I think we should play Nice Things.
I have a hard time believing you could write a diss track. And it's not your writing ability. It's just how nice you've been the last 11 minutes and 49 seconds.
This was my moment. This was my diss track moment. I'm excited about it.
I love it. Here it is off of Jordy's new project, Sex With Myself. Here is Nice Things.